You listening? You're not listening. You got to chase it. You got to chase it. Right? You kick it. You kick it to the goal. Then when you're in the goal, you defend. You're not listening. You're really just not getting it now, huh? I didn't mean it like. God damn it. If you would pay attention, you'd be able to play. This is the problem you have with birds. You get distracted. That's why the geese went away. You're just not listening. Hello, YouTube. Family dispute. He's just not paying attention. He knows how to play. We're playing soccer, you see. He knows how to play soccer. But he's doing this weird thing where he thinks he's the ball. And he runs away waiting for the ball to catch him. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't know. Then when I kick it to him and he's goalie, he helps it score, which he knows not to. He knows. I'm telling you, he knows. He learned the rules. We went over it a lot. And he watched the game of my team, Real Betis. Explained everything very well. I did in 3 languages. I know you get it. I don't believe you. You're too smart. You got my genes, bro. What's up, Sherry? He's messing up, man. He's supposed to be playing soccer. He's supposed to. I know he knows. I know you know. He just doesn't want to give me the satisfaction. He's mad. Because I left him for 40 seconds yesterday, tied up. I had to get the phone. He's still mad. I know him. I'm telling you. 40, not even 45 seconds. I clocked it. Not even 45 seconds. Baby, you're such a baby. You could be alone 45 seconds. Now get the ball. Get the ball. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Now, I'm going to kick it. I hope they don't come here, these kids. Look. I'm going to kick it. Now look. You are going to get it. Not that. Damn it. Christmas was good. Thanks, Sherry. It was good. We had fun. Boom. Oh. All right. That was an accident. I admit that. Daddy's fault. Mom's sorry. All right, Pouncer, look. Boom. Go get it. Very good boy. Very good boy. You're a centrocampista. All right. Respect to you. Now pay attention. It's not over. Soccer takes patience and endurance and focus. Above all. Boom. Go, Pouncer. Good boy. Good. Good. All right. All right. You tried. You don't seem like you care, though. I have to care more. Look. Oh, there you go. There you go. See that? Very good. Very good, Pouncer. There you go. There it is. All right. Now you can look. Ready? Boom! Hey. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Candy. I don't know. He knows what offense is. He knows what defense is. He knows this is the best game. I told him a lot of times, and he's just not doing it. Go, Pouncer, offense. Come on, bro. Just play the game a little bit for me. Oh, damn it. Come on. Get your ball. You're really not locked in at all. Come on, be a good boy, Pouncer. I got faith in you. I have faith in you. Look, your offense. Get the ball, Pouncer. You got to keep going. It's a penalty. You're going to wind up off sides, is the thing. You just don't listen to me. You're lucky to have me as your coach. Pouncer, Jesus Christ. Look, get the ball. Come on. Fuck. Why? Because there's a kid. What, you're going to eat the kid? Really? Yeah, well, if he would have paid attention there, he would have seen there were 2 geese that he missed. I told him, you could look at the geese, you could play soccer, but if you do both, you're going to sit between the chairs again. So the geese flew away, and he missed the ball. What are you going to do? Eat the kid? You like soccer. I like soccer. It's the one game that would make this funner. You know? Instead of just walking and hunting bugs. God. Fuck it. See? She focused and jumped. See, Pouncer? How are you? Playground. What's up, Gwen? Or Gwendolyn? This is a very bad cat. A very not soccer playing cat. Go, Pouncer, run! Run, Pouncer! Run, Pouncer! When he's a baby, I would just say that he would run. He's still a baby, he's just one. Run, Pouncer! Run, Pouncer, come on, run! Look at the pride. Bella Hadid again. Congratulations on your pee-pee. He says, you're precious candy. I want candy. You know that song? Bum, pa-dum, 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 bum. I play that song on the drums. Get it, Pouncer. Get it, Pouncer. Get your ball. I'll kick it to you. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. See, I knew you knew. Go, Pouncer. Seriously, man? Just ignoring it? Man. Oh, it's so frustrating. There were geese. Look, I can appreciate that he likes to look at different things and everything. I'm just saying, once in a while, when it comes to soccer, he could lock into the one thing he knows. He knows the rules, I'm telling you. He knows things. He knows how to sit. He knows how to roll over. He knows to stand. He knows when I say talk, if you got a mouse anyway. And he knows how to play soccer. He was doing it when we first got here. Then he just got distracted. I hate that. You're going to wind up like me. We don't need that. You're better than that. I should have put his boots on. It's kind of wet, Pouncer. He's got like moccasins and slippers. He tries to put them on himself. He'll just show up. What's up, Mike? He'll just show up with like one boot or one on the front, one on the back. He tries. I once caught Pouncer taking a shower with two boots. Go figure. He turns the shower on. Go ahead. Why don't you climb it? Be brave. I guess he doesn't need to. He's so tall now. His name is Pouncer. Pouncer. Not Pounder and not Bouncer. He's Pouncer. He'll trounce you. And he'll bounce you. Go ahead. We went on the slide the other day. Oh, what a terrible experience. That slide. We couldn't fit on this anymore. It's too big. But this slide has bumps that go right up your ass. Look. Why would they do this? Look at this. For real. Look. It has bumps that go right up your ass. You know how much that hurt? With him on my lap, jumping around. Man, when he was a baby, it was so easy. I had 3 leashes. We do chariot racing at night. There's another serval that comes here. And you put 2 leashes onto one carriage. And a cat sits in the back with a whip. And then the other serval has another cat that's tied to it with the whip. And then the cats whip the servals and the servals run and we bet money. And the winning serval gets a rat. That's why there's 3. This one is just retractable, you see. They can run around. There's lunch. Go get it, Pouncer. Go get lunch. Go ahead, Pouncer. My cat likes you. Yeah, what's your name? What? Eason. Eason? I'm Jeff. Say hi to Pouncer.
Hi, Pouncer.
Go slow. He gets scared. He gets scared. You're kind of big compared to him. How old are you?
8.
Are you working yet? Are you in college? All right, soon. Just elementary school, why? But you're such a big kid. How come you're not in college yet? Go to college. Maybe next year. You can study for a lot. Look, he's digging a hole. He's digging a hole. He's going to find gold and make us rich. What do you think of that? You think he would share it if he got rich? I think so. He's very nice. So how much is 1 dime and 1 nickel? Well, if you had a dime and a nickel, would it be 14 cents or 15 cents? See, you do know. Don't tell me you don't know. Yeah. How much is a penny and a penny? Not $2, a penny and a penny or two. Two. No, you know it's not. Then you need new teachers. That's why they're so poor. Yeah, it's 100 pennies in $1, but 1 penny plus 1 penny is what?
Did I say $200?
Well, you took that back. So what's 1 penny and 1 penny? Two. Say pennies. No, I'm giving you the answer. Say pen. My cat gets it right. Say pennies. A penny and a penny are 2 pennies. You're gonna be poor. How can it be 200? That would be nice. That would be very nice. We'd all be rich. No, for real? What? What's up, Rick? What? Why are you so little? How come you're not bigger? When I was 9, I was bigger than that tree. And I would climb that tree and hang like a monkey. And just walk around. Just to stretch my back. Don't fall. You know what a lawsuit is? Buy the cat. He's 8. His name is Ethan. He's got enough problems. Do you play in here? Do you play in here? How is it living with the cat? It's fun. Well, I'm talking to kids. I'll get rid of you. You seem like a perv. Whenever someone says, why are you talking to kids? That's the person that should not be talking to kids. If he's got a problem with it, he's got a problem with it. Damn. Pouncer eats children. And yeah, living with him is fun. It's a lot of fun. And you meet a lot of people. Pouncer meets a lot of people. So I meet a lot of people, and what's nice is they're animal lovers, which means they're good people. You want to play soccer, bro? You want to play soccer? I like your cat. He likes you too, Anthony. He's getting big. Damn, you're bigger by the day, bro. Isn't he bigger than yesterday? Look at him. Look at you. I don't even know what species you are. Maybe he's an alien. Maybe that kid was right. How could you be so big, Pouncer? Yesterday he walked me for a good 7.5 hours. And then I couldn't sleep. And then he fell asleep, and I kept talking in his sleep, going on. Arr, arr, arr. That's the sound he makes. I'm coming. Why is he not in the wild? Because I rescued his father from the wild. That's where they die. They can't live there anymore. Boom! I'm coming. Run, Pouncer. Run, Pouncer. Go ahead. Why aren't you in the wild? Why don't you go starve in the wild? Because of dumb humans like you. Dumbass. I hate that lady. She's from PETA. Remember Joan. She works for PETA. She's nuts. She is. She follows me everywhere. On every platform. Says, why is he in the wild? They don't even research it. Why can't they just look into it? You know, why can't they just look at the story? It's all videotaped. The whole thing. Pouncer took you for a ride. You ain't kidding me. Man, he's so fast. Like, when he takes off, he gets to the end of the 26-foot leash before I can even move. He's pulling my arm out. West Virginia. One escaped in there. Yeah, I heard about that. You killed it. That's terrible. There was no reason to kill it. That's a serval. Yep. Yippee. That's a good name. Yippee. I like that. You can't control this beast. But I can control you and throw you the fuck out. Let's see. He is an awesome cat. He is an awesome cat. He's really very sweet. People come in here, they know nothing about the story or him or servals. And like that lady Joan, she'll say, just let him free. Let him free. He would die. You know, I hate when people wish death on my cat. Why would you do that? Does your cat like being pet? He loves being pet, but indoors more. Thought it was a bobcat at first. You bobcat? I know a bobcat named Robert actually, and he's getting to be a bit more friendly. He's had it rough. What's up, real one? How you been? How you been? He's supposed to be playing soccer, but he's not really paying attention to it the way he should. He knows how to play, I swear it. But you see, he's like looking at the kid, he's looking at the geese, he's looking at everything except the ball. Look at the ball, Pouncer. Good boy! What a good boy! Alright. That's it, bro. That's it. Ready? Ears up and go! Good boy! That's what I'm talking about. Good hustle. Good hustle, Pouncer. Nice. There you go. Oh, don't be scared. It's okay. It's okay. Kick it. All right. All right. Good boy. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Go ahead, Pouncer. Oh, very good. That cat, he eats a lot of rabbits. Pouncer is king of the world. I always think Swagger's, his dad is king, and Pouncer's a prince. I don't know what he is. He's a friend. He's my best friend. Ready? Boom! Sorry. Go, Pouncer. My bad. Look, I'm not perfect. I didn't say that. I said it's a good game. All right. He does get fit rabbits in my... Boom! Today he's got rats. Rabbits. He's got a duck, which he has been nibbling at. He's got 7 rats, and he's got about 14 chicks. He still wants that rabbit though. Boom! But the guy's away. It's on your head. Good boy. Oh, you're gonna sleep well tonight. Good boy, Pouncer. Does he only eat meat? Oh, he goes to the occasional salad bar. All cats are obligate carnivores. Burlington's busy. Ready? Oh, the Kate is busy. Boom! There you go. There you go, Pouncer. Way to get his food. Local meat farmers, Rodent Pro, Hair Today, Cold-Blooded Cafe, you name it. Boom! And I cook for him. I mean, not cook, I make him a grind. It's all raw. Thanks, John. Pet store, I believe. Well, pet stores have mice and rats. They don't have the bigger things they need. It's legal depending on the state, you know. Like take Indiana. Indiana is legal with the permit. Pennsylvania is legal with the permit. But in Pennsylvania, you know, it's legal with the permit. But to get the permit, you have to have 1,000 hours of training with them. So how do you get the 1,000 hours if you don't have the cat? You know? Boom! Even then, they could deny you. They don't measure you every day. That's a stupid question. Let's take that away. Fuck it. If you were a font. No, we don't need that. You forgot the ball. Hey. Little bro. Boom, Pouncer. Fuck it, I like it. Pouncer is smarter than me. Oh, you have red hair, huh, real one? I didn't know that. Pouncer's hair is what? Beige, orange, or gold? I mean, a tiger has gold fur, right? What does Pouncer have? Trump-colored hair? Boom, Pouncer! No? How much it cost a month? You gotta look at like an easy $2,000. Buenas, ¿qué tal estamos? ¿Todo bien? Ole. Tu amiguito. A gold brown. Oh, so you're saying he's mustard colored. That's a good description. She says you're a mustard. What's up, DJ? He ain't no it. He's a he. Why 3 leashes? Because we have chariot races at midnight. So those 2 connect to a chariot, a little one. And the other serval comes and it's got a chariot. And they race. You know, the cats sit in the chariots, regular cats. And they whip the servals. And the winner gets a mouse. Can you jump straight over the fence? Well, I don't jump that much anymore. I never even ran track. I was on cross country and I always did karate. Can't easily... I just told you, bro. I'm old. What the fuck do you want from me? Can you just jump this thing? I don't delete. That's weird. I don't know what that means. Ears up. Ears up, Pouncer. Alright, you want to go this way? Boom! Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You're weird because you're asking me if I could jump over a fence. Look what you wrote. Oh, no, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I take it back. It was Roy. Roy, you're weird. You come jump over that fence. Alright? Much less at my age. Give me a arrhythmia. 3 leashes. 2 for the chariot. And 1 so he can do that, go as far away as he wants. You didn't say the cat, Roy. Look up, scroll up, look what you wrote. Can you jump straight over the fence? You didn't say the cat. Now, see, that might have made sense. He could easily jump over it. Jilly, Tilly, you should probably have a small sample from every specimen in your refrigerator. All right. Hello, Verit Lasat. A lot of T's, huh? Where are you from, Roy? If you were not there, could he simply jump that fast? Roy just wants to know the answer to a very normal question. I don't know why you. Oh, bro, he could sit down and honestly jump over that. Like, I'm not exaggerating. In all seriousness, he could jump over that easily. If he were to run, well, I saw him run and jump onto a 23-foot perch like it was nothing. And he landed silently. And then he just, lied down, 1 second after he landed. Like, it was all planned out. But today he did something terrible to me. You did something terrible to me. There you go. Go, Pouncer. I'm coming. Now, we're going to get wrapped up in the tree if we do that. He was behind me. Wait, you want the ball? Hang on a second, bro. Wait 1 second. It's coming. He was behind me, and he jumped onto my back with 2 feet over my head. And he needed his nails cut. So he was just trying to hold me. He wasn't trying to hurt me. He likes to cover my eyes from behind. But his nail got stuck in my nose. And it hurt so bad. I was thinking I could just go get the piercing now. Now he really got me. It's disgusting. It's bleeding everywhere. It looked like Jake Paul. It's terrible. And this was not long ago. Yeah, you're a bad cat. You're a bad cat, Pouncer. Anyone else would give you time out. Damn. Yeah, bobcats are so cute. Tampa. I love Tampa. Oh, man, look at you. What's the weather like? Hey, Lisa, how are you? This is Pouncer. You guys have the same color hair. Right? Look at Lisa, look at Pouncer. Same color hair. Does he climb trees? Roy, it's funny. It's funny. He used to climb trees. But one time when he was a baby, he climbed a tree very high, like to the end of, the leash he had when he was a baby, like 7, 8 feet up. I said, jump, Pouncer, jump. And he got scared. He was holding it. So I just pulled him, and I caught him. And he was like, I'm never going that high again. So since then, he's climbed them a little bit. Mostly just goes on 2 feet and scratches his nails. Because their nails shed, they're getting rid of the excess skin like a snake sort of would. Almost like a molt. Is that a tiger? Yes. Hey, Eric. How you doing, bro? Y2K. I remember that. Everyone thought the world was going to end. Not a single light bulb went out. Y2K. It's supposed to be so exciting. Is he very vocal? Yeah, he makes a lot of sounds. He talks in his sleep. Can you make him hit the ball? It's problematic. Show them, Pouncer. Show Lisa how you play soccer. Yeah, hit the ball. He does know. Pouncer, get the ball. Yep, good boy. Good boy. Only for Lisa. I'm coming. He's so fast. I'm sure you've been asked by 4 and 3 leashes. If he goes to jump over that fence, I put my foot on a leash and he can't do it. They jump. He can catch birds out of the air. He's never done that, but he's tried. Is that legal for you to hold a bobcat? I never had a bobcat. He is the best. He is the best serval, the best cat. He's the best person, the best son, the best friend. He's so sweet. It's funny when you get a wild animal, savannah, sort of. Bro has been live for 3 years straight. We've been on YouTube for 3 years. Who is walking here? He walks me. He definitely walks me, which is what I like. I want him to explore. You know, it's different. It's different. It's different. His needs for enrichment are different than that of a dog. He needs to look for things. Dogs, you know how they do it. They look for pee-pee of other dogs. They have their own rituals. And Pouncer has a different type. It's hard to explain. Can you own one in California? No, unfortunately. But in California, you can have Savannah cats that part serval. How's that? I know someone that did in California. I knew one person, and I know a couple, and they both gave it up because there's no vets. He needs to go on a nature hike. What do you think we're doing? This is nature. He goes on 5 different hikes a day. He goes to 5 different parks a day, this guy. Omoto. Pajamas. Why so many leashes? It's funny no one ever asked that. You know, you would think they would have noticed. It's so he doesn't get away. And we have tug of wars and stuff. Sometimes he pulls me in a sled. He works for Santa. Pouncer's an elf. Pouncer, his costume didn't come in time. He had a reindeer costume and an elf costume, and neither one has come yet. That's bullshit. Take him camping. Oh, bro, he's been camping. Yeah, I hate that. He loves it. You loved that. I hated that so much. He loves you too. Yulia, habla español, no? ¿De qué país eres? Pouncer loves camping. He loves everything that I hate. He loves nature. I hate nature. He loves the mud and the bugs and the humidity and all the wet shit. Look at him. Look at him. Look, this is heavenly to him. What is it that is? Pouncer. Look up Pouncer the cat. How could you not know? Oh, kitty. Would he just run off? No, he would do exactly what he's doing. You don't speak Spanish. Detention for you. Tiger. Yeah. Hello, pretty kitty. Hello, pretty Courtney. Tiger. Cheetah. Wait. Start a poll. Ask a question. No, not that. Do we want a question or a poll? Fuck it. Okay, I'm coming. God damn it, I can't go that fast. Nobody's that fast. Nobody could do that. Nobody. No human could do that. What are you asking of me? He spotted. They're very hard to train. And you got to start when they're very young. Otherwise, really forget about it. For real. That would be just dangerous. Pouncer's a good boy. Pouncer. Okay. Done. Alright. Pouncer. Boom! Go get it, bro. Go get it, Pouncy. He's a very loving cat. Cheetos have stripes, dude. No, they don't. They have spots. Look it up. Hey, Jimmy. Omoto. Yep. Final answer. This kid came here. He was 8. I said, how much is 1 penny and 1 penny? And he said, $200. Should a kid know that at 8? I feel like they should know it's 7 basic things with nickels and dimes, you know? Tigers are spotted. All right, look, he could be a tiger to you if you want. I don't give a shit. Will he get much bigger? I don't know. That's like the one question I can't answer anymore. He just keeps growing. He should be full grown. I mean, servals grow their whole lives. But not like this. He's bigger than the 18 other ones I work with. Yeah. I like when cats do that, when they lift 1 foot up in the air. You like doing that? You're a big boy. You ever let him eat live animals? Why would I do that, man? That'd make me cry. I couldn't take that. I love animals. I don't want to see animals suffer. I mean, he would kill it immediately. I think there's better ways. I mean, look. We all go to the poultry section, right? Most of us. You see sausages and salami and chicken, everything. We all do that. We don't like to think about how it's killed. I hope it's not by serval, though. Oh, it says caution. You read it? He's just reading it. Good boy. Hey, Susan. He says, you cute. You have a kind heart. Well, I have a blackened soul. It's filled with bitterness and whiskey. Pouncer has a good soul, though. Look how he wiggles his tush. Look at him. Bella Hadid, right? Go, Pouncer, run! Run, Pouncer. He runs much more here than the other one. Did he just piss on the caution sign? I think so. He. He likes to run in this one. It's funny. When we go to the other one, the dog park over there, he doesn't really run, does he? Unless it's a bird. Are you the protector of the caution signs? Full grown. Yeah, man, I'm old. I was like 5'10" when I was younger. Now I'm 5'9". I doubt I'm going to grow anymore. If anything, I'll probably shrink. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a very big boy. I mean, for a serval, he's big. He just likes to grow. He's filled with rabbits. And now he's got some rats in him. But he's holding out, man. I'm telling you, he's holding out. What's the diet? The diet should be more well-rounded. It should be any animal smaller than him. It could be squirrels, pigeons, quail, chicks, whatever. Rodents. But he wants rabbits. But my rabbit guy just suddenly stopped getting back to me. And the other rabbit guy has very... Good boy. Yeah, he did piss on it. That's a pissing spot. Good boy! So, we're out of rabbits. Right now, he's got a duck, which he's eating. He doesn't like taking the feathers out. No, they can't eat cat food. That would kill them. He has no interest in it anyway. So he's got a duck. He's got a ton of chicks and rats. Grind, chicken. I just want him to get off the rabbits anyway for a little bit. Thank you, Buttwise. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. What is the animal? Look up. He's a mustard cat. He looks like mustard. She's right. Who was that? Lisa. He took me up this the other day and down the slide. It was just terrible. That slide hurts your ass so much. Let's get rid of this weirdo. Alright, Pouncer digging a hole. It would be cool if you found some buried coins or something. I need him in my backyard. I got a lot of rabbits. I guess you don't like rabbits, huh? I love rabbits. I feel bad because my niece follows me. She's a doctor, but she's got a rabbit, or she would say a bunny. And sometimes I post him eating rabbits because I want people to know the truth about them, you know? I don't like posting things that are just essentially lies of the cat, just like, you know, dining politely with you at the table. That's all set up. Yeah, in reality, you're crazy. In reality, you guys are all crazy. You're all crazy. They are crazy. I am a person. I'm going to resolve that. Pouncer's a cat. I don't know what I am. One lady called me the devil. What is the green pink for? You look so confused, King Cash. With all that money, you shouldn't be confused. How long have you owned him? I owned him since he was a fetus, from before he was born. And I would talk to the belly. Boom! But I didn't know his name until he revealed it. But Pouncer got everything. Go, Pouncer! Run, Pouncer! Oh, God. I can't do it. No one could. I'd try. I'm trying to keep up. Yeah. He likes the same spots. Oh, shut up. Whoa, fuck! Get down from there! You crazy? I was just talking about that. Wait! Alright. Run! Dude. Let's get rid of the city. Whiny little baby. Pouncer climbed the tree. He didn't like that I said he wasn't climbing trees anymore. That was nuts. That was nuts, Pouncer the cat. Damn. You could have given me a warning, like lean back. Thank you, Lisa. You're beautiful too. Look at you. All right, here's your ball. Here's your ball. Boom! No interest whatsoever. They're gone, bro. They were geese. Telling you they're gone. If you paid attention before I was trying to help you. Ready, Pouncer? Boom! What are you stopping? I got odds on him in a dog fight. He likes dogs. He doesn't want to fight with them. He wants to play with them. Whenever, like, we've had a few pit bulls run up on us. He just stands his ground. Then, he sniffs their nose. And they just shit. It's funny. He has a sort of a charming effect on them. It's weird. I can't explain that. You should dress with a black cape and walk around with him. I actually saw a guy in a black cape yesterday. It looked like he was going to do an exorcism. Like he had a long black cape and a priest collar, but it was really big white. I couldn't figure out. I thought it was like Hasidic at first, like the religious Jewish people. And then I realized no, and he really looked like someone from The Exorcist. Kind of funny you say that. Eat the car, Pouncer. See, they all look. She goes, hi, Pouncer. Everybody knows you. I never know you. Yeah, no, for real. I really saw a guy doing that. I don't know if he was kidding or what it was. Maybe it was a Christmas party, dress up thing. I don't know. Because it looked so much like the guy in The Exorcist. Maybe he was just playing a role, What do you say, Pouncer? What do you say? Did you guys see Pouncer on Halloween? He was a taco. Does he have a mate? Oh, he fucks his teddy bear. He just humps it. He grabs it and he just fucks it. He fucks his teddy bear. I don't know how else to put it. It's quite disgusting. He's got this strange little fetish. What do you want? What should I do? Lie about it? Yeah, but he didn't have a cat. Well, I have mixed feelings on that. I could get him a girlfriend, easily. I get offered female cats all the time. But he might get jealous. I don't know. Pouncer might do better with a dog. How the F I own one? You want the truth? You go to Walmart, back left, ask for Gussie. It's a code word. And then say code black. The very back left, Gussie, code black. It sounds like it's not true, but it is true. That's how everyone gets it. He needs a lady friend. What about me? What am I? Chopped liver? He gets a lady friend. What do I get? How rude. Are you that selfish, Pouncer? I don't think he would do that. Yeah, we do everything together. Pouncer's seen some fucked up things. You've seen some fucked up things. Pouncer's met some very strange people. Yeah, you've met some strange people. Code black. That's how you do it. It's so funny when people think I'm kidding, right? They don't know yet. But it has to be a Walmart Supercenter or it will not work. Oh, look, another pond. How do I know? Oh, I never noticed that because we're never here in the daytime. Hello, Pouncer. Hello. He always comes to rub against me. Is Pouncer not fixed? He is not fixed. Neither am I. We're both intact. I'm not going to get him fixed. If it were a regular cat, I would, because I have population problems, and all sorts of other problems. But with him, so he fucks his teddy bear. I could live with it, Worse things have happened. I'm kind of thinking about it myself. Teddy bear is nice and fluffy. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's a little raggedy. But look, so are my women. Look, he puts up with my women. I put up with his teddy bear. I know there's no kids on it. Well, he ate them. That makes sense. He ate them all. Little Mick children. There was a little McNugget here before, talking to us. Does he mark his territory? Sort of. Yeah, sort of. He marks me a lot. He does. It's just terrible. Living with a serval is hell, but it's so fun. But it's hell. I know male cats are bad. Bad. It's much worse than bad. Sleeping today, As with most days, I woke up because he pissed in my mouth, for real. And then he wonders why I get up cranky. Oh, he sees another McNugget. That's more like a big quarter pounder. So, we're good. Hey, John. So, I woke up, but, I swear to God, it's true. So, then at night, it's different. At night, it's nice. He wears his pajamas, he gets a bedtime story, he gets his kiss, he holds his teddy bear, he goes under the blanket. He needs all these things, or he will not sleep. He might nap, but he would never sleep the whole night, and he has to hold hands. So one's got the teddy bear, one's holding hands. He always has to have a point of contact. He might hold my chest. He needs to touch a part of me. And that's nice, but in the morning, it's not so nice. It's really not. I'm thinking, like, what could I do? How do you cover your mouth when you're sleeping? Am I supposed to sleep with a muzzle? Like, what do I do? Become Hannibal? What do you do? Sleep in a hockey mask? That would be the day someone would walk in. Can you imagine trying to rob a house and you see Jason there with a tiger? It's so disgusting. Sometimes it pisses my ear, sometimes my nose, sometimes just all over your face. And it's really warm. It's so terrible. And the taste is just unbearable. And then there he is, just smiling, like rubbing his head on me. He's all happy to see me. And these things that we find disgusting are signs of love from him. The things that we hate that they do, they're signs of love. So you got to sort of like think like a serval or just don't get one. People get them, but they keep them outside or they keep them locked in a room inside. I don't know if he's fully grown, Tim. I really don't know. He just keeps growing. He should be, but he keeps growing. Servals will grow their whole lives, like pythons will. So it's a mixed bag. It's a very mixed bag, and you have to be very decided to have one, because otherwise, it's cruel to just keep them outside. They won't be friends with you. And it's cruel to just keep them inside, because they need to go outside for many hours a day. They need an enclosure, an outdoor enclosure. They need all sorts of shit. Cost a lot of money. The vet visits an easy $2,000 a pop, and you have to go, because they have to have rabies shots and checkups. I have his documentation on me right now. I always carry it. It's a very expensive thing, and I'm not rich by any means. What state are you in, Tim? There's a lot of states you could have them with licenses, but the licenses can be very hard to get. Like I was saying before, in Pennsylvania, you can have a permit, you can get one, but you have to have 1,000 hours of work with these cats. So how do you get 1,000 hours if you live in Pennsylvania where you can't have one without a permit? How do you do that? What, you apprentice someone like that's available? America? Why'd you write America? People in Mexico say they're from America too. They do. Marica too. Zoo, he's a cool cat. Why 3 leashes? Just random. Just today I figured we put on 3, might look nice. See different colors. It's red and green and black. Isn't that cute? What's up? Dominga. Do you know what domingas are in Spanish? In the Spanish of Spain, USA #1. In what sport? Paulie comes in with a WTF. It's a bad start. Look up, Paulie. You could read what he is. Now he's going to meditate and levitate. Watch. He goes up. There are times when I take pictures of him jumping and he winds up like perfectly horizontal. It looks like he's levitating. Why 3 leashes? I told you. I just told you. You're not color coordinated. You're not a statistician. Is he looking for a bird? You'd have to ask him. Everything. Shondu. What up? I guess so. Maybe a squirrel. Is that a nest? I don't know. He sees and hears things that I don't. You ever think about a caracal? I think about them. I have friends that are caracals. Pouncer has a friend that's a caracal named Cole. He's very chill. Some of them are very chill, and some aren't. But no, I'm a serval person. I like servals. I love caracals. I love all cats equally. But I feel like my qualifications are for serval. That's what I know. I know servals and venomous snakes, you know, or regulars. I know snakes and servals at the zoo I work at. I don't work there. I volunteer at, but it feels like work. That's all they let me do. Work with the servals. I train them. I work with them. The ones that are wild, I help with them. And with the snakes, because that's all I know, and they know that, so they wouldn't even let me near the big cats, as they'd probably eat me. Does he climb trees? He just did. Normally I would say he gets scared, but for the first time in forever, he just did. Does Pouncer get along with the caracal? Yes, with that caracal, with Cole, not with all of them. Not with all of them. He knows a lot of wildcats. He knows a lot of bobcats and lynxes because he comes to the zoo sometimes. And when he goes to the serval enclosure, there's 18 in there. One side is males, the other side is females. Hey, ag beef. And he wears a staff like ID card. He goes on his collar, and I swear to God, he thinks he's a supervisor. He sits outside of their enclosure like this, and he just supervises, like he's more important than them. So embarrassing. Hey, Carter. So he saw lions. He didn't care about the lions at all. He looked at the tiger. But the animal that he really likes for some reason is a fennec fox. This cute little fennec fox that we got. That's, they have giant ears. He's like white. Pouncer loves him. I think he thinks he's a meal, maybe. He looked like he could get up that tree with a... Yeah, man, he could easily do it. Has he ever shown aggression? Yeah. Sometimes he just, starts to beat the shit out of me, for real. You got to be ready for that. Then you got to figure out why. And you won't figure out why if you're thinking like a person. If you think oh, he's just hungry. No, you got to look at it like you're one of them. You got to really put yourself in their head, and say all right, this has to do more with angles and things. It's hard to explain. But you learn their behavior over the years, That's another thing, why I wouldn't really have a caracal. I feel like I understand servals. I wouldn't call myself an expert or anything. I just know their behavior from experience. It's not like I went to vet school or anything. Tell us one reason why what? You lost me. You love producers. Alright. There you go, Bounty. Oh. He's showing aggression. Yeah, if you want to call it that. Sometimes they'll just start attacking you. But you can figure out why. Like in his case, I could be walking around and I'll have the phone. He's just saying, no more phone. I want you to pay attention to me. Or don't go out. I need you. It's always about that. He always wants me to stay with him. Always. One reason. Well, yeah, I'm heading at an angle that he doesn't like. That might be towards water. He doesn't like that. Because I'm going towards water, I'm watching off a scent that he wants to smell. Cat, dog. Look up. One cool looking cat. Thanks, Ted. Hey, Paulie. Your leash is hung up, bro. Go run, Pouncer. Run, Pouncer. Good boy. Oh, God. He went into sports mode. You so fast. You so fast. Ain't he a trip or what? Look at you. You look like you're wild. Now he does, doesn't he? He looks like he's in, Look at you. He looks like the ones I saw in Cameroon, but fat. They're so skinny there, man. It's so sad. I mean, servals will soon be on they're not on the endangered list because there's not enough of them to study, and these stupid people don't realize that. They don't have control studies showing how many there used to be. It's just bad. The ones that are there, they'll do anything for a meal. They'll jump off. I saw one jump off of essentially a cliff to go after a goat. They don't even eat goats. And he got really hurt. He's about to fly the coop. I am. I swear to God, I want on my mind, bro. That is sad. It's very sad. It's so sad in person. The only thing that makes it less sad is they don't know, because that's the way they've lived their whole life, But that's not much solace, is it? Sometimes they do that. They eat grass. Okay. Jeffrey's design, super loving. I try to be nice to everybody, and I love animals, especially cats and snakes. I don't know if I'm super loving. I don't know. What are you talking about? Does she eat fried chicken and nothing cooked? What are you talking about? SH. Oh, he's about to fly the coop. He's flown the coop long ago, man. He flew way over the cuckoo's nest. Can you pet him? That's all he wants. When he's outside, it's totally different. He wants to sense and smell shit. I have thought of breeding him. But it's complicated because I don't want him to hurt the girl. What's up, Wildstar? Wildstar's our longtime friend. She's a girl who she knows a lot about cats and she loves them deeply. I thought about it, but I'd have to have like a divider like that and put the kitten on one side. But what if, what if it works for a little bit? Then what? No. Well, once they're over like 9 weeks, you can never tame them. That would be a disservice to the female. And what if I'm wrong? What if he just kills her? What if he gets jealous? What if she cheats on him? You know how women are today. I don't know. How is hey Heather, how are you? He's wonderful. He's crazy. He climbed this tree before out of nowhere. He just was suddenly up the tree. They saw it. Does she have a friend? Who? You mean him? Pouncer's got me. That's all he wants. But he does have friends. He has dogs that visit him. There's people that visit him. The cat. Yeah, he's got many visitors, but he doesn't want friends in the sense that we do. Well, you do. He has a lot of people that visit him. Some crazy women. I mean, I don't know why, but there's they're always 27. These 27-year-old women, they come here, they get on their hands and knees, and they start like slowly crawling to him. And that is what you have to do. But you don't have to do it in the rain, in the mud, at 3 in the, well, she comes over 2 in the morning. Why are they always 27-year-old weirdo girls? They're so weird, like crazy, crazy cat people, of which I am one. But I don't go to people's houses at 2 a.m. and do that shit. One has a tattoo of Pouncer on her arm. She got a tattoo of Pouncer before she met him. That's weird. Kind of cool, but weird. I didn't even do that. Hello, Pouncer. Hello, Pouncer. One day, after I got Pouncer when he was like 5 weeks old, he just pounced. I said, you're Pouncer. I had this long list. I had this long list of names. An embarrassingly long list. And some were pretty cool names, but none of them mattered. What matters is his real name, which still, they always get revealed over time. I think you have to, just my opinion, you have to watch don't do it. All right, let's see what he does with this. Because last time he was just suddenly up there. That's another reason to have this leash. I guess he's not scared anymore. Alright, good for you. Props to you for climbing it. Respect. He's very long. He's very long. When he lies on the bed, he goes across the whole thing. He can stand on that fence and easily look over now. The ones that I work with, they can't do that. They can get pretty high up, but not like that. He's long. He's sharpening his claws. Not really. He's taking off the claws shed. He's taking off the excess skin. It annoys them. That's what cats do when they have the scratching post. And if they don't, they'll use you, which he sometimes does, which is why my pants, well, these aren't really ripped, but they have that. The other ones, wait, here. That's why my pants look like that. Because he just likes to use me for everything. Hello. Hey, how are you, Wendy? Hello, Pouncer. Go run, Pouncer. Come on, run, Pouncer. Go run, Pouncer. Good boy. Come on, keep going. I'm here. I'm good. I'm getting my ass in shape. Be it known, I lost, like 23, 24 pounds in 3 weeks. And now, for the last 2 days, I've been sort of leveling off, which sucks, because in the morning, it's so cool to see, another pound bites the dust. But lately, it's only been like half a pound. But it's working. Yeah, I'm getting exercise. But it's time to really, really hit jiu-jitsu hard again. For a long time, I was sick and hurt with kidney disease and broken bones and everything, you know. But I'm much better now. Yep, Pouncer cured me. The doctor said the best thing I ever did was get Pouncer. At least since the snake bite. There's your ball. You want to stare at this guy? How you doing? He's listening to music. He's an elf, a big elf. Yeah, no, I'm much better. I had stage 4 kidney disease. I was dying. And then it was stage 3, then stage 2, then stage 1, and now it's stage nothing, which never happens. You know, I just said, fuck it. I'm not listening to any more doctors. I'm not taking all this stupid medicine, which makes me sleep all day. I know my body better than them. I know what I need. I don't care what they say. And it worked. And I think that, for me, you know, same thing when I had the motorcycle accident. I broke my femur, shattered it. Good boy! Don't piss on it. Oh, shit. Wait. I can't go that fast. All right, go ahead. Run, Pouncer. I don't know if I can do that either. All right, run, Pouncer. That's it. Yeah, man. Got bit by the most venomous snake in the world. Was shut down. Don't even ask. Then I got mauled by a bear. That sucked. You know, it wasn't anywhere near as bad. It was just regular pain, you know. But I still have holes in my skull. Look at the video. It's just disgusting. And they still won't staple my head. I have holes in my head. You just see what the barber says. You know, he's like, it looks like the moon. The craters in it. And then the whole tragedy with Pouncer happened. But, you know, normally if they take an animal away, they're going to kill it. It's definitely going to be gone forever. It's certainly gone forever. Not in this case, man. Because there was no way in fuck I'm losing Pouncer. No way. And the whole world came together. I mean, people from across the world came together. Hundreds of thousands of people wrote letters and called and harassed the cops and the judge and all those scumbags. And, you know, Pouncer was not illegal. And they treated him like he was. And they kept him in a cage for 84 days and 84 nights without his food, without his medicine. At first, they wouldn't give him water. You know, they just cruel to Jane H. Boswell Animal Shelter. And this was by Sergeant Helen Bryant of the Florence City Police. People should spread that name around because it's not the only animal she's been cruel to. Believe me. There's something up with the Florence City Police. They have a culture of hatred to animals. Yeah. I actually have some ideas I've been writing down for. I might run for office. And I have some ideas that I think would genuinely help people. You know, I wouldn't do it unless it would help. And it's not for power or fame, and I don't know that I'm going to win. But even if I lose, the ideas will be out there. That's all I really want. But I also have a lot of, unfortunately, controversy surrounding me all the time. I got all these people protesting me in front of my house all the time. Now they found out where I live. They don't stop. I don't know what they want. I never cared. They're feminists, you see, and they just misunderstand, should I say. They had me go on this speaking tour, and then they protested me. And so, you know, they have their little picket signs and everything. You'd think I'm Trump. And then I make them brownies, I make them cookies. I'm so nice to them, and they're kind of cute, to be honest. But, you know, what bothers me isn't that they don't eat my cookies or anything. What bothers me is that they scare my outdoor cats. You know, you can pick it. Go ahead. I don't care. Don't scare my babies. And that's when things got real. I had to move them across the street. But I will never call the cops on anyone, no matter what. Yeah, man. But I don't want to run, you know, on that premise of shutting them down. As terrible as they are. I mean, they will be shut down. But not by me. I have other ideas. Things that would genuinely make life better for people that no one has ever mentioned. Just a fundamental change in the mentality of cops and everyone. Just, whoa! And everything. Instead instead of it being so hostile, if the rules were meant to genuinely help the people, people would follow the rules. Let's just say they had a rule that you have to have 10% of your income go to your own savings, just for example. And you have to keep it there for a year. All right. People would fight it because they don't want to do it. But they should pay themselves first. And if they want to fuck it up after a year, they can do that. But they would see the benefits. It's just an example. You know what I'm saying? Rules that are in favor of the people because they need things that they don't want right now because they don't know. And the whole mentality is just based on conflict. It doesn't have to be that way. It isn't like that in the whole world. One of the values of traveling is you learn what really is great, you know? Which is living in a happy society. People are like, I love America, I love America. Yeah, but you don't love Americans. You know, you all fucking hate each other. No way to live. Life is too short. And there are things that could be done. And if I lose, I lose. I don't care. The ideas will be out there. And then I run again. And I write more articles. I got a book coming out. Yeah. There's so many things. You know, this country needs a department of, like, culture that puts on shows on Friday and Saturday nights that everyone can go to, that would make the streets safe. They need to have the sidewalks hosed down every night by firemen. That would make them all safe. You don't need to have troops and all these cops. You need to have it lit and people outside having a good time. There should never be a 5-day work week. It should always be 4 days. People would make so much more money. There's so many things that people just don't think about, you know, because the rules are meant to be antagonistic to the people. And it shouldn't be that way. If the rules were in favor of the people, just think of the savings thing and make them put some money aside for an emergency fund. Their lives would be so much better. When your car breaks down, you're not living in hell, you know? These aren't complicated things, but honestly, they're things that I just come up with from traveling all over the world. It's like nitpicking things from here and there, and some are just ideas. I'm not saying that they're so great, but they would fundamentally change society, that's for damn sure. I just want to see people happy. So you should be able to eat outside. There should be streets that are only for pedestrians, not just cars. You know, there should be buses in a circle every few blocks with taxi stops. That you shouldn't have to wait for that. They should be there ready. That's good for them. It's good for everybody else. You know, there's a million things. You know, Pouncer. And people should be encouraged to spend more time outside. You know, I don't know how to get people off of their phones. That would be like an antagonistic thing to do. But I do know how to get them to have some fun. I do. One of my few talents. I'm a gatherer of people, my friends say. You know, so if you have a concert on Friday nights, things for kids, things for adults, you know, it's not that hard to pay for. It's really not. It really isn't. It's not even that much money. And you have the firemen hosing the streets down all night long. You wake up, it smells nice. It's a nice way to start your day. And you're not going to have crime. You could eat outside. Women can walk around by themselves. There'd be people everywhere. And it would be cleaner. If you go to New York City, there's gum on the sidewalk that's been there for decades. It's so disgusting. Imagine chewing it. I bet it has some taste left. I guess it's bazooka. Just blackened gum that's been there for decades. How fucking disgusting. Buy 3 leashes. That's just a special effect. They're not really leashes, bro. The leashes are AI. Shit, we've been here for an hour already. Actually, we're here longer. We were on TikTok for a little bit. You're on TikTok. You were TikToking. TikTok is so different. Just essentially, it's different at its core from YouTube. Totally different people. Hey, Northland, how are you? What's the word? You missed Pouncer climbing a tree. Or sort of flying into a tree. Don't take me up those stairs, bro. Please don't do it to me. Please, fuck. God damn it. God damn it. Hey, whoa! Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? Jesus Christ, bro. Holy fuck, he jumped off the stairs. Oh my God, you're a dick. Wait up. What the hell's wrong with you? Why'd you do that? It's all wet, see? You're right. You're right, baby. Why you do that? You good? Don't yell. I knew you were gonna yell. No, no, no. I know what you're thinking. He thinks I'm gonna take him inside. Yeah, but you bumped your head. I saw. I saw. You're so crazy. Yeah, and that's. I have a whole other thing about that on how to fix that. I really think I have some ideas. Yeah, it's owned by China. It's meant to dumb down America, and it's working. It's working really well. Dumb dancing. Yeah, man. You see these half naked language. Get the fuck out. You see these half naked girls just sitting there, and guys just throw money at them. You know, they wouldn't even think to pay themselves before they sent money to these girls, and half of them is 16. There are kids in my class that are just dancing, making TikTok videos. I gotta call their mothers. You know, well, you're tangled up. He's not gonna want me to untangle him right now because he thinks I'm gonna take him inside. Hey, you're tangled up. I told you, you're tangled up. You know, there's like time to let him in. I'll let you stay out. There you go. There you go. Good boy. Let me get the light on for you. How's that? You don't care. He really doesn't care. Pouncer's always had a leash on for the most part. So the cat probably is also what, bro? I miss that. Not allowed to own big cats. Yeah, there's a federal ban on big cats. Love my girl too. You got a cat? What do you see, Pouncer? I can't believe he did that. Did you guys see what he did? He went up to the top of that thing and jumped off it. Why did he do that? What happened to your brain, crazy maniac? What did Lou think he was? Let me see something. Not allowed to own big cat. What are you? The cat enforcer? Get the fuck out. Dumbass. He's just like that cop who thought Pouncer was literally a tiger. Literally. And they took him away because she thought he was a tiger. Dumb fuck. How could they be so poorly trained? If you don't know about animals, then you should not have enforcement powers. And you can't just make up ordinances, you know, they're published. Yeah, the leash is AI. Look, I can even move it. Maybe Pouncer's AI. Maybe he's an android. Maybe he's a clone. You don't know what's real these days. I swear to God, you know, I could swear that 6 months ago, AI was like substantially, substantively less advanced. I was always able to tell. And now, for the last few months, I swear there are times when I have no idea. What are you doing? You know, I know about snakes, and they're not going to fool me with snakes. But lately, they made this anaconda, and I had to look 2 or 3 times, you know, and AI is getting to a point. I think AI is a very dangerous thing. I think it'd be great for entertainment. It's great for movies and all that. But people who have companies, large or small, what they should be saying is, dear big tech company, thank you for interest, but here we put people first. We want them to have their jobs and their pensions and a good life, and we value them more than we value technology. Thank you anyway. That's the way it should be. It should not be taking over humans. It should work for us. What are you doing, bro? You see something. Oh, shit. I missed all these things. Is he legal to own? No, he's illegal. I just broadcasted. People think crazy shit. Yeah. I got a lot more convincing. It really has, right? Thank you, Avid. Sorry, I missed those comments. I was just sort of thinking. It's going to be hard times when you can't tell what's real. And just think about the motives, you know, just think what you could do. Probably shouldn't even say it, but like, think how easy it is right now to call up a colleague of yours you don't like using the voice of your boss and just firing them. They wouldn't know. Who would even think that? Especially at this point right now. You know, like right now, people don't usually, I actually have that app, but I don't abuse it. I just use it for entertainment. Like, I'll make Pouncer talk and stuff. You've seen my videos. But AI, man, People should discuss it more. And anything that's AI should be labeled as such, that's for sure. And it's not always anymore. And you could get the watermark out. I have, but I would never use it to do anything harmful. I just make up, funny things that are clearly AI. That can be fun, and it can be funny. Special effects. I've always been into special effects, but not fooling people. No, there's too many crazy things you could do. There's too many scams you could pull off. You could influence politics, society. You could influence everything. You could change history with it. Does you ever get aggressive with you? Sometimes. Yeah, they're not the kind of pet you want to just go out and get. It's not like having the cats people mention, like a Bengal. Not even having like a bobcat. It's a whole different thing. They're from Africa. They're different and crazy. And they'll bond to you. They'll love you more than anything, which is why it's hard to explain. But he'll be aggressive with me. But like when I have my friend stay for the weekend, she loves him, but Pouncer wants nothing to do with her, and he hyperventilates, and he will never attack me when she's there, because that's something he does out of love, which I know is hard to understand from a human perspective, but if you have one, it's just not a good thing to see things from a very human perspective. Yeah, what was her name? Was she blonde, or what? What did it turn out to be? There's a lot of girls that have snake channels. You guys see the real Tarzan? That dumbass likes to harass animals. He says he was in a skydiving accident. He's in the hospital. Who knows what really happened? But he's in the hospital. I hope he gets better. I wish he would stop annoying animals. That's all he does. If it's not annoying to animals or make his muscles look big, he's such a child and he won't do it. What a dick that guy is. Mike Holston. I fucking hate that guy. Now some people saying real stuff. Yeah, that's another big thing. Favorite mustard, yeah. That's a big thing. Like now, if someone does something, whatever, they make a long jump or something, right? Some high school kid has an accomplishment, wins a wrestling match, plays tennis well, has a great serve or return, whatever it may be, we say AI, especially the kid on the other team. Like it's just, that spreads the rumor, then it just starts to disseminate and people embellish on the rumor, and suddenly people do make an AI video, and then no one ever knows what really happened. And that's another thing. If you see someone you don't like doing something that you don't like, you could just make an AI video over the real video where they're doing something, just make it a bit more extreme, and now it is AI, and what could that guy say? The original guy, what could he say? Look at the original video, they say that was AI. It's a tremendous problem. I don't think, I wouldn't be talking about it on a cat video if it didn't really bother me. I don't think people realize just how dangerous it is. That's such a good point. Favorite mustard. What's your name? Are you a guy or a girl? Or a cat? Or what? You guys have cats? Anybody have a dog or a cat or a snake or a lizard or something? Rock? I don't know. Whatever. In my chat group, this guy's got a skunk. Run, Pouncer. You want your ball? You want to run? Okay. I'm coming. I'm trying. All right. I sort of did it. Sort of. How about that, huh? The old man ran a little bit. And I'm not winded. What do you think of that, Pouncer? You got me in shape. You're a good coach. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Don't piss on me. That's called a drive-by. When they walk by you and they point at you, he's about to piss on you. But you learn the angles. Yeah, you learn. And you hope for the best. You used to have hats. Oh, you gave them up? Oh, that's all right. Why'd you give them up? Did you move to a different place with no rules? That so often happens. You need a special license to keep her. He's a boy, and it depends on the state. What state are you in? It's not the kind of cat you want to run out and get, believe me. First of all, it'll rip you to pieces. You're going to have physical pain. And I don't care what anyone says. Listen to me. I'm the only one that's really telling you the truth about it. There's going to be blood all over the place. They're going to bond just to you. They're going to piss on you. Hawaii, they're totally illegal. They're destroy your house. They're going to rip up all your furniture. They'll pee in your house. They can be litter box trained, but eventually they're going to pee in your house. So there's that. You have to give up essentially your house. And you have to give up a lot of flesh. And you have to give up a lot of money. You're going to have to give up your marriage probably, or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Your car is going to be redesigned. They're good interior decorators, but in their own way, It's just a dominance thing. No, it's a serval thing. They're just being themselves. That's just what they do. And you have to also learn the times of day when they would be destructive, like right now. That's why we're here. We're sparing the house from pain. But there are other times when you can't do anything, like around 2:30 a.m. They're nuts. They smell a weakness. No, it's not like that. It's not a dominance thing. It's really not. Although I gotta say, there are times when I jiu-jitsu his ass to cut his nails, and for like a day or two, he's like even more lovey-dovey. Kind of like, respect, you kicked my ass, But maybe that's just a weird Pouncer. Right? You kissed my ass a little bit, yeah. But no, it's nothing like that. They're their own thing, They're not like regular cats or dogs. There's no comparison. It's hard to explain because of that. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah. But he is, and if you accept all that crazy shit, then you'll have the time of your life. You'll laugh your ass off. It's just that me, I can't go to bed without deep cleaning the whole house. I got to wash the sheets every night. It's like you're going to always do laundry. You're going to change several times a day. Or people leave them outside and neglect them, and they're freezing in the cold. It's just not, it's so much easier. Get a Savannah cat. They're part serval, and you get the playfulness and shit without losing your life. I don't mean dying. I mean losing your life as you know it. Good boy. Boom, Pouncer. Nice. There you go, bud. I don't know if that was offense or defense, but either way, that works, right? Boom, Pouncer. Oh, I'm sorry. I stepped on his leash. I didn't see the time you got mauled by a bear. Oh, God. They took that off of a lot of platforms. They took it off of TikTok. They took it off of Instagram. I think it's still up on YouTube. Don't curse. I was walking him in this place called Hoke on these trails, and a black bear came and he just suddenly came after Pouncer, and they do attack people, but he didn't attack me. He went for Pouncer, and just instinctively, I hit the thing. I couldn't believe I hit him, but I kicked him. I gave him a back kick in the gut, which was really stupid, because then he started to eat my head, just chewing the shit out of my skull. And Pouncer's going nuts. That hurt too, because he was pulling on me. He's going nuts. He's scratching my leg a little bit. The pain was crazy. I'm bleeding all over the places. Look at the video. You can see the flesh is going over my face. The flesh from the skin from my head was just dripping over my face like molasses. I still have it on my phone. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll send it to you. You'll puke. And then I had to drive actually quite a while to get to home, and I had this cleaning lady there. Thank God she was there. So the first thing I did was take a shower, because there was blood everywhere. She couldn't see my eyes. My neighbors came over. Everyone was there, and it was just so painful. Just the shower was so painful, and there's blood everywhere. The blood in the bathtub it wasn't like diluted. It was just blood. And thank God she was there. She took good care of me. And then I kissed her. I kissed her, and there was blood all over her face. And you see, when you're in that much pain, you don't even realize you're naked. Then I was in the pain, but I realized, wait, I'm naked and she's really hot. So I just kissed her, and she liked it. And it became this really erotic moment where she had blood all over her face, but I liked it. And she liked it. And it still hurt so bad, though. It became this mixture, of pain and pleasure, mostly pain. So then, believe it or not, I wrapped up my head, and I didn't go to the hospital that night. I had to get a new mattress from the blood. The next day I went, and it was all matted down blood. and they couldn't get to it in the ER. They had to cut my hair. It was so disgusting. They had a really hard time getting past the bloody hair. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I never seen it before. It was just matted down, disgust like a rock. And then when I got there, there wasn't much they could really do. I wouldn't take a rabies shot because I'm not taking that. I just have strong feelings about that. And a million other things happened, But everyone in the hospital walks into the room and goes, "Hi, Snake Man. Hi, Snake Man." The first nurse that walks in, all the security guards, "Hi, Snake Man." The lady at the admissions, "Hi, Snake Man." The security guard takes a selfie while I'm bleeding. The nurse calls her mother before she even treats me. She calls her mother to have her FaceTime with Snake Man. Doctor walks in and goes, "Hi, Snake Man. What happened?" "No, what happened this time?" So, took a lot of shit, but they were all just making fun of me. Yeah, man, it was disgusting. But you see, the people at the hospital, honestly, when I go there, having been in the ICU for like 8-9 weeks, I got to know everybody. And if I walk around the hallways there, everyone's like, "What's up, Snake Man? What's up, Snake Man?" And occasionally they'll say, "Hi, Jeff." Very rarely. They all know me, so they're all busting my chops. It was kind of fun, because they were taking care of me. But I was sort of wondering, like, are my brains hanging out for real? Because I had her take pictures of my head, and you look at it and, like, look at the pictures that I posted. They're in some videos, too. Like, you could actually see my brain. Like, what else are you going to see? It bites through your cranium, and you see holes, and you see your brain, which apparently doesn't really do that much bad to you. Do you have a regular wing in the hospital? I should. I could go to any wing and pretty much know somebody, Everything you couldn't imagine until you've been through it. Yeah, man, it was bad. Man, the rabies shot's just not for me. I've had my share of rabies shots. They just, I don't know, they just didn't do anything for me. And the assumption that every animal is rabid is just ridiculous. The other thing is, you see, they have these stupid rules where if you get a rabies shot, they're going to kill the bear. They're going to kill the animal. And I just didn't want any part of that. The bear was just being a bear. It's not the bear's fault. It wasn't the snake's fault either, But when they took Pouncer away, that was the human's fault, as is always the case, isn't it? No, I ain't no Iron Man. I don't know what I am, but I can't take much more. The only thing that I do believe is that you can't hand things off to doctors. They don't know you better than you do. It's a question of you imposing pain on yourself. Like you doing physical therapy on yourself to the point where you're in absolute agony. And then your life will be much easier. But if you live an easy life, then, if you're lying down all the time, well, when you get up and just bend over when you're shopping to pick up laundry detergent, that's going to hurt. But if you make yourself, I don't mean bad pain where you're ripping ligaments, the good pain, you're running 20 miles, there are real mental benefits to that. Yeah, man, I have been through it, man. I would put the pain I felt in my life against anyone's, anywhere, I swear to God. Being bit by inland taipan, the first thing you go is blind and deaf, and then you feel a pain that's not describable because there's a neurotoxin that doesn't allow you to pass out. It wants you to feel the pain. And the pain is like, there's no words, man. First of all, you're foaming at the mouth. You bleed out every hole in your body. My blood pressure was 30/20. I was convulsing. I couldn't hear. I couldn't see. And your mouth is filled with what seems like urine or the most disgusting smell you could possibly imagine. Just on top of everything else. And it's like you're lit on fire, but much worse on the inside and the outside. And you're being crucified and someone is like chopping your bones up. That's exactly what it feels like. And then when you have a toothache, it's the worst thing. Every single tooth is going off in the worst. There's no words, man. It's just, there's no way to describe it. It's just, hey, how you doing? Who is that, Taylor? Are you Taylor? I can't see. Are you Taylor? Oh, hey, Lynette, how are you? Very good. How's your doggy? Good to see you. Yep. And then, your kidneys shut down, and so you get really, really weak, but the pain just gets worse and worse. And then come the hallucinations, which in many ways is the worst part. You know, you're just so detached from reality, and you think that the pain is being imposed on you, that you're being tortured. It's there are no words, man. Then when you get dialysis, the hallucinations get even crazier. They did something for you. They kept you from getting raped. I held a lion cub in a petting zoo. That's nice. Not comparable, but I couldn't get over. Yeah, that's so cute. There's a place near where I used to work. Sometimes they have tiger babies, and you can hold them, and they're so cute. I never got to do it, but I watched the videos of the people that did. They're so cute. And at the zoo that I work out, they had tiger babies, but they wouldn't let me play with them. They just say Jeff, servals, and snakes. What? Yeah, is that a dog? All right, we're clear. His name is Pouncer. His name is Pouncer. He's a serval cat. He likes dogs. He's harmless. He just looks scary, right? He likes watching dogs walk by. Yeah. Good night. Yeah, I've been through too much, man. I'm ready to just have nothing else happen. That doesn't look like an African fire hydrant to me. Yeah, we're not in Africa right now. Hey, BPT Dragon, how are you? We had a wonderful day. Thank you for asking. How about you? How was your day? Good, 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 I hope. Pouncer's meditating right now. I think you guys know the routine. After been an hour and a half. After this, he takes a little bath. A bath he gives to himself. Then he eats his rabbit, but it's going to be a duck tonight. He's been deep plucking it. What do you call it? Desplumándolo. He's been plucking it. Then he's got jumping practice. Then he's going to want to TikTok with Alexa. And then he's going to go back to the other park to do more jumping. I woke up from my third heart surgery. I thought I was a copy machine. I wasn't fully awake. I thought to myself, I must have really screwed up. You thought you were a copy machine? Like a hallucination? Buenas noches de España. ¿Desde qué parte de España? De Triana, que viva Triana. Hombre, tío. Hostia, un español. Ole, 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 ole. It's cold and rainy here in Indiana. Damn it. It's not rainy here. It's just like wet. I didn't see any rain. Just wet. Unless I wasn't paying attention. It's cold, yeah. Spain is 6 hours ahead of us, so debe de estar España ya, entonces ahí está como 6 horas más para adelante, que es conveniente para ellos, les conviene mucho, pero cuando tú estás aquí, no tanto, you know. What do you see, buddy? There's this cute little kid here before following us around. Bestiary, that's so scary, yeah. Yeah, but honestly, none of it really scared me except when Pouncer was away. That scared me. The doctors told me, they woke me up and said, you've been intubated for 12 days and you're going to die. Jeff, you're going to die. We pumped you up with fentanyl so you can die humanely. That was the words. And we called your mom. She's FaceTiming so she could be here. I said, you called my mom? You wanted my mom to see this? What's wrong with you? I said, first of all, hang up on my mom. Let me just say hello and goodbye. So took care of that. I said, I'm not going to die. You don't know me. You don't know the shit I've been through. You don't know anything about me. You don't know. You might know a little bit about about anatomy, but you know nothing about me. You don't know what my mind is like. You think it's just a human body. It's so much more than that. You know nothing about me. And of course I lived. There was never a possibility of dying. There was the possibility in their mind of me dying. It meant nothing to me. All the cops said, he won't survive the night. They told all my neighbors. What the fuck do they know? Cops offering medical opinions, cops offering veterinary opinions. It's got to change. We learned a lot from that. Hey, Courtney. That happened September 6th of 2024. And the snake's called it. Just Google my name, Jeff Leibowitz. Or Google the snake, inland taipan, Taipan. And you'll see it's not pretty. But look, I got bit once in 46 years. The people that were criticizing me, at least were bitten 7, 8 times. They're just trying to. They didn't like that I was handling snakes in a way that they can't. I came out of nowhere because I never made videos, and suddenly I'm making videos doing things that they couldn't do. I deprived them of their expertise, and this is not being arrogant. It's just the truth. A lot of them admit it now, and so when I got bit, they were like, see, he's an asshole, all this shit. And they made videos about me, every podcaster, all the news reporters, like paparazzi. There were 3,000 phone calls an hour at the hospital, all reported. All these people, when they got no information, I was unconscious. They just made up the facts. Hey, Candy, yeah, he's been back since October 17th. So they were so happy I got bit. Meanwhile, this one piece of shit named Bennett, who while I was unconscious, threatened to kill me. He sent me texts when he knew I was unconscious. When I woke up, it made me laugh my ass off. Little punk kid who, he got bit 13 times in the last year. I have it on video. I just posted it. And he, I shouldn't say. I know his parents. And boy, did I learn a lot about him. He's a piece of shit. Man, the fact that he thought he would be able to kill me just made me laugh, even when I was in the hospital. But for some reason, if someone gets bit by a snake, suddenly they're a piece of shit, and people want them to. People at the Kentucky Reptile Zoo, they said, we will not give him antivenom because we want him to die. Look it up. They said the words. They admitted. They wanted me to die. That's something you might wish on a murderer. They don't even have the death penalty for rapists. Look it up. But they wanted me to die. For what? Getting hurt? It didn't hurt them. It's amazing. I know people that are really nice people. Like my woodshop teacher, I'm still friends with him. He saw a guy get bit, and he's like, that motherfucker, I hope he rots in hell. Why? He got hurt. What if it was a car accident? Why do they do that? It brings out this strange instinct in most people. What if you had two of those things in the same household? Would it make a difference, or could they not handle it? They or me? What do you mean? Let's see. What if you had two of these things in the same household? Would it make a difference? Well, it'd make a difference to me. It'd be you'd have to get a lot more food. Could they not handle? They could handle it. If they're male and female, two males might fuck each other up. But then again, I know many male pairs that live together very well. Like they have their own. It's kind of like people. Like most men would rather live with a woman, right? Some guys get along, a lot don't. Most wouldn't want to live together, but some guys can have roommates and be fine. I know these two servals that I think are gay. I put a video up of them. They just sort of, they're gay. Look, they're gay. I posted it. They just love each other. They do all sorts of things to each other. For real. I don't know what to make of it. Interesting. I seen you at park earlier. That's what I meant. He's back. He's back. He's a soccer cat. He's been playing soccer. He's been trying. He's getting a little bit slower. Are you tired? If you aren't here, he climbed that thing and jumped off the top. Is the light working? I can't believe he did that. Yeah. They could say you're going to die all they want. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's in their head. But the fact that they called my mother, who's elderly, to scare her, how is that even a thing? You call parents to watch their kids die without asking the kid? They called my father, the cops, to ask permission to kill all of my snakes. The snakes are perfectly legal. What role does my father play? He doesn't own them. He can't give permission to the cops to commit an illegal act. You can't. It's like crazy. I can't wait for that lawsuit to go through. It's okay, buddy. It's just a fence. He doesn't like the sounds of fences. Yeah, thanks, Candy. It's good to be here. Makes you appreciate life. Go get it, Pouncer. Good boy. That's what I'm talking about, Messi. Yeah, good boy. Messi with a Y. Zoom. He's a good boy. Yeah, the snake bite was something that there's no words for. Pain is not, it's not enough of a word. Agony is not enough of a word. It really isn't. Just imagine a single toothache that hurts like hell. That was the number one cause of suicide in the 18th and 19th century. Now imagine every one of your teeth is like that. And I vomited blood, and half of my teeth, that's why I sound so funny now, half of my teeth came out. In one shot, I just vomited up half my teeth. 52. What happened to your ball? What happened to your ball, Pouncer? Oh, hey, you can't do that. Your team's depending on you. What are you laughing at? Bestiary. You laughing at my cat? Are you laughing at my cat's soccer skills? Are you making fun of Pouncer's soccer skills? Yeah. Yeah, and the Kentucky Reptile Zoo, which wanted me to die, I mean, they made a whole public proclamation out of it. We didn't need their antivenom. We already had antivenom. They didn't know that, though. But there's like a secret to this, too. Hey, God, bro. Apparently, I also have a friend at the Kentucky Reptile Zoo. I don't know who. I do know a lot of people in the venomous thing. Maybe most of them. And someone from that zoo, not one of the owners, called up the hospital and said, I have access to the antivenom. I will give it to you. And the doctor said, no, we have it. We don't need it. I'm not sure I ever mentioned that. Oh, Vicky, I was bitten by a snake. Unfortunately for me, it was an Australian elapid that is literally the most venomous animal on the planet. So, it was unpleasant. It was very unpleasant. I can't imagine that hell has things that are worse. I think hell would be easy. How is antivenom made? Oh, you milk a snake, and you put a tiny, tiny drop into a horse or a cow, and then it makes antibodies. You take it out, you spin it around, you separate the peptides, you freeze it, and you got antivenom. But the thing with this snake is it's so venomous. It's the only snake that if you put a tiny, 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 1,000th of a milligram, literally, into a horse, it drops dead. So they couldn't use its own venom. They have to use a coastal taipan, its cousin, or a tiger snake, other Australian elapids. So, like cobras are elapids, but they're nowhere near as venomous. It's all right. It's gone now. Thank you. But, it's like 500 times more venomous than a black mamba. I don't even really understand why. Why would you need, venom of that toxicity? Why would a snake evolve to be able to kill 200,000 mice? What's the need of that? Why would you he just attacked me. That's what I'm talking about. He's playing. Why would you need to kill more than one mouse? And the only answer I could tell you is that they live in a desert in the outbacks in Australia where there's nothing. There's nothing. So the prey comes along so rarely that they need to kill it when they bite it. But if that's true, then how do they survive? Right? I mean, most snakes are successful, at least 50% of the time. Thereabout, depending, right? Well, how would they survive otherwise? It doesn't really make sense. It's just the only thing I could think of. I asked a lot of the scientists. A lot of scientists came to visit me. Toxicologists, toxinologists, herpetologists. The whole world came. PhDs. A lot of famous people came too. At least, in my world. But no one really knew the answer to that. A lot of theories. But they all just nod and go, yeah, evolution. No. Why is it only with this snake? Evolution. It's not the answer to everything. I want an actual answer. And here we are playing with Pouncer. Meanwhile, I still have 147 venomous snakes. Boom! But they can't be with him because he would kill them. Cats kill snakes. Especially a cat like this. I mean, a kitten can kill a snake. Yeah. It's not hard, but it takes a long time to make antivenom. Why waste it on Leibowitz? Why waste it on him? Let him die. He's bad for the hobby. He doesn't always use a hook like we do. He can handle them better. That's a real attitude. What generation is that? No generation. You're thinking of Savannah cats. So if he had a baby with a regular cat, he would be, let's just say the word wild animal. And the domestic cat would be, the domesticated animal. And the baby would be a hybrid of the first generation. So you call that an F1, like filial one from genetics, So go get it, Pouncer. Then it goes on from there. But it gets complicated because you could also, the F1s are all sterile, the males. But you could have an F3, breed with a female serval. Then you have an HPF one with a high percentage F1. And they never really look like servals except one. I saw one recently, and the guy's like, I'm afraid to take my Savannah cat outside because I'll get in trouble. I'm like, bro, it's just an F1. You know, it's just a Savannah cat. Don't act like you have this wild animal. You know, I mean, I don't know why every Savannah cat owner wants to have a serval. It's just so weird. Like, just get a serval. But it did look like a serval. It looked a lot like a serval. It fooled me, and I have never been fooled by it. I swear to God. And not that I'm so great, but that's like the one thing, because I work with them all day. This cat looked exactly like a serval. Then I said, show me its face. And even the ears were right. Then I noticed a little... I noticed a little thing that a serval wouldn't have. Like, there were just fewer lines on the forehead, and the nose was a little bit different. I was like, holy fuck, that really is a true HPF1. Are there any black serval cats? Yeah, they're called melanistic. People keep sending the picture of them to me. Like, I've gotten the same picture by at least 85 people. Go online, look up melanistic serval cat. They're very rare, and they're beautiful. And if you look really closely, you can see they have spots, but it's on their skin. It's really cool. Yeah, there's also leucistic ones. And they're like white. I know a few. I posted a bunch of them. And, you know, wouldn't it be interesting to have those two have a baby? A leucistic and a melanistic? What would the baby look like? You know, it would be het for both. Can you imagine a serval and a Maine Coon? Yeah, they're doing it now. I just saw one. Another woman doing that, aside from one I saw, is Exotic Desires. Look up Exotic Desires on TikTok. I'm coming. Run, Pouncer, run. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, no, there's quite a few. 28 pounds. Wow. He's an F1. That's cool. I love Savannah cats. But I just don't take this the wrong way. I just feel like people that get designer cats, you know, get whatever you want. Of course you should get what you want. I just think that with so many cats out there that are on death row, that have done nothing to anyone, that have nothing but love, and all these outdoor cats that are enduring the rain and the cold and everything, as we're speaking, I just feel like, you know, it's good to also take one. Go to the shelter, get an elderly cat. Everybody wants a kitten. Take one that no one will take. Save a life. And your Savannah cat will be cool with it. If you get it as a baby. Well, it might chase it around a little bit, but it'll be alright. They'll become friends over time. I've been through that. I have a Savannah cat too. Don't do it. You can do that. Don't climb it. He climbed this before. This serval cat does. Yeah. This serval cat, he likes cats because I raised him with them. I feed all the outdoor cats. At least at the place where we were living then. And so he was raised. You can watch the videos. Just look at Baby Pouncer and Butler. Or Baby Pouncer and Goldie. And when I first brought Pouncer home, he came in my lunchbox. And I'll take him out. I said, look, Goldie. I said, isn't he cute? And she nodded. Yeah, he's still cute. Yeah, they are. And Netflix wants to make a documentary about me still. I told them no, but now they're honeypotting me. They have this hot blonde assistant producer who's actually a legit assistant producer of really big documentaries. Like, not Eric Good, not that crew, like a real crew that has made serious documentaries about like more mainstream things. But she's hot, and she called me from bars in these fishnet stockings doing shots with her friends, and she starts like lean over. She's honeypotting me. She's like, don't you want to do this, Jeff? I'm like, no, because I want to get paid up front. I don't want a commission. I don't want to get a percentage. I want to get paid up front. She's like, but Jeff, think of what we can do together. I'm like, I could so think of that. I could so think of that. So it's working, you know. Maybe I will do it. How much do serval cats cost? Like $5, you know, for a baby. The older ones be like $3. Bro, you're making me dizzy. Pounce is crazy. You're so crazy. But you really shouldn't get one until you do your research for like 8-9 months. Talk to people, you know. Meet serval cats. You know, you shouldn't get one and that be your first time that you see one. Because They look bigger in real life. Everything is going to be different. It'll be unlike anything you've ever seen, and you won't be able to handle it. I had a Bengal for 17 years, and his name was Simba. I'm so sorry. I really am. My heart goes out to you, man. I'm sorry. I know what that's like. It is easier to lose a person. I know the pain of losing a cat. Because, we tend to be there with the cat. And they love you so purely. How long did it take to walk her on a leash? He's a male. I don't know what you mean. Oh, to get him to walk on the leash? I had him on a leash since he was like 4 or 5 weeks. So he's always been on a leash. I didn't want to make the same mistakes with him I made with his father. I waited too long with Swagger. Would you recommend a male or a female? Definitely a female. Don't get a male. Don't get a male if you like your skin. Females are much, much easier. I should have said that. What are you doing, bro? Females are much, much easier. They tend to be more affectionate. Pouncer's more affectionate than any of them. He's just weird. But take Pouncer's mother, Juno. She's so nice, But Pouncer's affectionate with me. With her, you could almost have a guest come over and pet her. Pouncer hyperventilates and goes nuts. The males are much more high-strung. And the males are much bigger. You'll never see a female like this. I should talk about that more. That's a really good question. Thanks, Pat. Yeah. Sometimes, Eric, one nail knocks out the other. Though the old nail will always be there. Everything is a toy. Everything. You could take like a little tiny just piece of shit, like a little piece of dust or a paperclip. It's like the best thing. And can't we learn from that? I wish I can get the same joy out of like little tiny nothing things. A blade of grass makes him wag his tail. Just walking here, look at him. Look how happy he is. Look how happy it makes him. Just walking in this little, I wouldn't come to this playground just to walk around. And it's not so much from being a different species. Humans take walks, but not with the joy he gets out of it. Raw, whole. Not like raw from the poultry section, like raw as in having feathers. He's playing with the fence. Yeah, he plays with everything. Including his food. If you give him a rabbit, it's a toy for the first 7 hours. Boom! You'll never see a video of Pouncer getting a rabbit or any food and just eating it, except his grind. Even though sometimes he likes to put ping pong balls in his grind. The day before yesterday, Pouncer was lying down. I don't know when it was. He's lying down and his water bowl is facing me. I'm like 15 feet away. I said, all right, Pouncer, I'm going to bounce you the ball and you chase it. And I bounce the ball and it goes bump, 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 right into his water bowl. Like the kind of shot I would never make on purpose. I couldn't believe it. Like if you went to the amusement park and you do that little tiny bowling game, it went right into the 100, but from farther away and unexpected. And he looked at me like, why'd you do that to my water? He was so confused. But then he looked at me like with admiration, like you made that shot. It was so cool. I wish I had it on video. It was so cool. It was just the strangest moment. You give whole chicken? Yeah. Right now he's got a duck. But like I was saying at the beginning, today Pouncer, I was walking inside the house. He jumped over my head. He stayed on my back. He put 2 feet over my face and he put his nail in my nose. He didn't mean to. I know what he's trying to do. He tries to cover my eyes and go boo. But his nail got stuck inside my nose and ripped the hell out of it. It's still bleeding now. Ugh, terrible. It really hurts. Watch Pouncer. Alright, I'm watching. I'm watching you. He's afraid I'm going to take him inside. Yeah, you're crazy. Except there comes a time when I have to go to the bathroom, bro. Go, Pouncer, run! Run, Pouncer! Let's go. This is me trying to get him to sleep well tonight. But after he eats, he's got jumping practice, and he's going to go back to another park. Pouncer needs to run a lot. And when he goes at night, he doesn't really like to. I have to make him. He makes me do exercise I don't want to do, but I would take him anyway. But at night, I force him to do a lot of extra running and jumping. Yeah, and then he sleeps pretty well. Until he pees on me in the morning. You're such a bad boy. I love you. I live in Yeah, kind of. Oh, Prince Edward Island, if you don't know, it's PEI. They said, we got a few people here from there. Why did you just announce that, Eric? The Prince Edward police are going to get you. The Prince Edward Paw Patrol is going to be on your case. No one cares about a Savannah cat unless it's like enough of a high percentage that it's orange. As long as it's gray, they'll be okay. They'll never know. I saw him hisses at a group of guys the other night. So funny. Yeah, he hisses at everybody that's new or not new. Yeah, the government's just a mess. It needs to be redesigned. I don't believe in all the conspiracy bullshit. I worked for the government. I just know how poorly run it is. And it's not poorly run, it's poorly designed. Not the Constitution, just the way things are. You don't know, man. People don't know just how poorly set up it is. The people in the government aren't smart enough to have great conspiracies against you. They're making $35,000 a year, They're not exactly, the sharpest blades that are sitting around trying to take all your money. They're trying to get through the day and then do their dry cleaning. Are servals allowed in New York City? Absolutely not. You can't even have a Savannah cat in New York City, but outside of New York City, in New York State, you can have an F5 or below Savannah cat. And that's it. If you would have an F3, no one in the world would ever know. I don't advocate breaking the law, but in that case, like, who the fuck would know? You can find F3s in the shelters. You just look for a cat that has no white with spots. It'll be a Savannah cat, as long as there's no white. Right, Pouncer? He's like, I ain't no copycat, I'm the real thing. I need people that are watching people. You want people watching you? Alright. Exhibitionist. Boom! Go, Pouncer! Man, he's been playing for a while. We've been here like 2 hours now. Yeah, plus TikTok. I guess 3 hours. Boom, Pouncer! It was bright and sunny when we got here, and he's still running. Oh, God! Yeah, you still got it. You still got it. It's like he has springs for legs. Ready? Boom, Pouncer. He just doesn't get tired. That's wrong with you. It's like you're made of Red Bull. The best, what? I don't know. Government shouldn't dictate on subjects. Exactly. No oversight is the problem with people that are watching people. Oh, you mean in the government? No, it's not. It needs to be done in a different way. Because right now, you could have someone who's watching someone or not. Let's just say you're in the intelligence community, right? Which is my experience. And you're doing Asia, and you're in operations. And some other guy, he's division chief of Asia, but he's in analysis, right? He's in the Department of Intelligence, Directive of Intelligence, you're in Directive of Operations. He can say to you, you're doing a great job, and give you $10,000. And you can say, yo, bro, you're doing a great job too. And give him $10,000. They barely know each other. They have lunch on Tuesdays, and that goes upward and downward too. And is it corruption? I don't know. It's allowed. Why would it be allowed? Because the people at the higher levels are getting even more. But if it were allowed for me, I would have been doing it. I don't know, man. It's like, it's weird. There are things that you wouldn't believe. Yeah, no one's ordering the order. Yeah. But, like, you say nefarious. I don't think it's nearly nefarious. People just don't know what's going on, so they assume it's evil. When really it's not even incompetence. There are people that are trying that have no clue. Like, in the Directive of Intelligence, the girl who was running China, I used to date her. She was hot as fuck. And she knew Chinese, black girl, but she knew Chinese. And she was an expert, legit expert. She worked with Professor Farber at Harvard, a legit expert in Asia, in Japan, and just Asia in general, Japan, Korea, but she really knew China. She lived there. And so this guy, Gannon, who was in charge of the Directive of Intelligence, not the whole CIA, but the Directive of Intelligence, he had this new idea. And this was like the year 2001. And he said, the new idea is called a super office. So if someone's out, anyone can supplant that person. Anyone could do their job. So if that girl, the Chinese expert, were out, some guy who's working on Guatemala could cover her, or anywhere else, or someone who doesn't even have a country. That was the idea. And that led to so many problems, and right before that 9/11 happened, and everything went to hell because it was all just about chasing that one guy. It was just a nightmare. And now it's the whole thing, except for CTC, is a disaster. But it wasn't always like that. The congresswoman was yeah, that happens, Yeah, very fishy. But it's a question of, like, how does it begin? Like, how to begin? Oh, and how do we change it forever? Sorry, buddy, but you go ahead, but the thing with, like, a congressperson is, like, let's say you find some brilliant man. He's just a genius and he's got a good heart. And you want him to be your senator. And you campaign and you work hard and you buy laptops. You do all that shit. It's a lot. Maybe you run the campaign. You put your heart and soul into it. Guy gets elected. Well, guess what? All he's going to do is vote the way they tell him. He's not going to do anything with his mind. It's going to be exactly the same as if Pouncer were doing it. Just pressing a button from home. There's no need for him to even go to D.C. Don't curse. You can't hold it and keep it. You know the penalty? Get it. No, you can't be in charge of your own raises unless you're running your own business. Even then, they're the ones that can least do it. Everyone thinks they can. Try owning a jiu-jitsu school. You stuck? Yeah, you're stuck. Lift your foot. Lift your little foot. You see, when it gets stuck and I try to fix it, it gets mad. Asian women. I never had a thing for that. But the girl who was an Asian expert, what happened to you? What are you doing? Oh, yeah, lift your foot. Lift your little foot. You're a good boy. Pouncer's a good boy. I got you. You're going inside. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. Pouncer's a good boy. I'm sorry. It's time. You've been here for 3 hours, bro. You have to eat. You gotta take your bed. It's okay. It's okay, bro. Oh, no crying. Be a good Pouncer. Be a good boy. Don't cry. Don't cry. You're a big boy. You're not a baby. It's okay. You love your home. You just don't like leaving. You don't like leaving your home either. It's okay, buddy. You had a nice time. And we're gonna go back. You'll go back. Every day you go back. That made me so tired. Yeah, and the psych tests that's another thing. There's so many, that psych test that they use, that inventory, that psychological inventory, was invented by two women at the kitchen table who had no expertise. You're out of it whatsoever. You're good. You have to eat your duck. Then we'll go to TikTok, and then we'll go back to another park. All right, buddy? Yeah, leave the light on so your friends can see you. Don't be a baby because you're a big boy. Pouncer's a big boy. I know you do. I love you. But you have to go home now. Don't drive. Don't drive. You don't even have your license. You don't even have your license yet. Crazy cat. Crazy kitty. Pouncer's tripping. Pouncer be tweaking. Pouncer be bugging. All right, don't drive. There's a car coming and you're trying to drive. Pouncer, you're out of your fucking mind. Do you know you're out of your mind? Ow. That was me. All right, and I'm going to read to you a philosophy book tonight. That's new. You're going to read about a guy named Hegel today. I never told you about him. Pouncer's been getting homeschooled since he was a baby. I read to him about math, science, everything. Pouncer knows about history. He does. Look at the videos. Come on, come on. Don't be a baby. Don't open the window. Oh, bad cat. Bad serval. What a bad serval. Come on. Pouncer's going home. Don't cry. Don't cry. Pouncer's going home. You love your home. Be a good boy. I love you so much. I love you so much. You're such a good baby. Oh, you're so heavy, Pouncer. Oh, you're so heavy. My baby. You're a good soccer player. You're not really focused enough, but I'm always proud of you. I'm always proud of you, Pouncy. Now, let me have a minute to take it off. Don't trip. Don't be tripping. I need a second to take it off. Don't trip. Wait a second. Wait a second. One is off already. One more. You're almost done. You're almost over. All right, done. That's it. You're done. You're done. It's done. You're free. See? You're welcome. You're welcome, you dickhead. You see? It's all done now. And you cried like a baby. And you knocked down my stick. Oh, we gotta clean. Pouncer's gonna clean. That's Pouncer's duck. Ew. And yep, I gotta vacuum that whole thing up. Eat your duck. Eat your duck. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Pouncer Show. We're gonna go. Be well. 2 hours. Fuck. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.